The school nurse called at 2:14 p.m. Her voice trembled when she said my name. "Your son has a broken jaw. We've called an ambulance. You should come immediately." I don't remember the drive, just the feel of my knuckles white on the steering wheel. The way the world narrowed into a tunnel, hot, black, suffocating. He was shaking when I got there, eyes wet, shirt stained with tears and blood. "Dad, I went to Mom's office to surprise her," he whispered, slurring through pain. "She was with her boss. He saw me, got angry, pushed me hard, broke my jaw. He said if I told anyone, he'd do worse to you." I didn't react, not then. My hand touched his shoulder. I told him it was going to be okay. But something inside me shifted. There was no panic, no screaming, just silence. A cold, sharp silence that let something else take over. Nobody puts their hands on my son. And I wasn't going to his office to talk. At home, her keys were on the hook. Her perfume lingered in the hall. I sat on the edge of our bed and waited. She came in humming, normal, casual, like nothing was bleeding beneath the surface. "Hey," she smiled, "how was your day?" I looked at her. She paused. I saw it then. The flicker. Guilt? Fear? A shadow she hadn't buried deep enough. I stood, walked past her, whispered, "He told me." She froze. "Told you what?" The fear in her voice was instant. I didn't answer. I watched her try to calculate what he'd confessed, which version of the lie might survive. She followed me into the kitchen, breath short. "What are you talking about? Who told you?" Still, I said nothing. I opened the drawer where we keep the mail, pulled out the emergency contact form from our son's school. Her boss's name, written in her handwriting. Emergency contact above me, he was listed first. She noticed, tried to explain. "He's just closer to the school, Her voice crumbled when she realized what she'd just admitted. Closer to the school? To our son? I didn't scream, didn't accuse. I watched and waited. Her phone was always face down, but now I knew where she kept the backup, the one with the silent notifications. I mirrored it while she slept. 3 weeks, that's how long I tracked their messages. The late nights, the team building, the hotel receipts disguised as Uber rides. She was meticulous, but I was patient. I printed the texts, copied the photos, saved the recordings. I didn't confront. I documented. I took our son to a new therapist. Quietly arranged a second opinion on his injury. Fracture consistent with impact trauma, not a fall. I sent the results to a private inbox. Then I requested the building's hallway camera footage. It showed him, her boss, opening the door, grabbing my son's arm, and shoving him so hard he hit the edge of a metal cabinet. It showed him closing the blinds after. I didn't feel rage, not the loud kind. What I felt was precision, a blade sharpening inside my chest. 2 weeks later, she came home late again. I was in the kitchen, wine poured, a manila envelope on the counter. "What's that?" she asked. I pushed it toward her, said nothing. She opened it. The texts were on top. Her face paled. Underneath, the photos. Her boss, my son, the fall, the timestamp, the report. She didn't speak, didn't cry, just stared. Then she whispered, "You knew?" I nodded. "I didn't know he'd hurt him," she said. Her voice cracked. "I swear I didn't." I turned away, washed my glass, placed it carefully in the rack. Her breath caught. "You're leaving," she said, "aren't you?" I looked back once. I already left. I sent copies of the footage to the school board, to HR at her office, to his wife. I made no threats. I didn't raise my voice. The silence did the work for me. He was fired the next morning. Police questioned him 2 hours later. I never had to lift a finger. She tried to text, called 3 times, left voicemails about forgiveness, about how we could fix it, how it wasn't what it looked like. I blocked her. Our son stays with me now. A new school, new routine, no mention of her name. She tried to show up once. He didn't want to see her. Neither did I. I sleep fine now, not because it doesn't hurt, but because the bleeding stopped. The lie is over. People think revenge is fire and fury. Mine was a scalpel. Precise, quiet. And when it was over, there was nothing left to infect. She made her choices. I buried the past beside them. We are not a family anymore. We are a case study. And the final lesson? Never confuse silence for weakness. Sometimes it's just the sound of the blade being drawn.